Hello everyone, greetings to all watching the video. I welcome you all to another episode of Convo with Apricus. Friends, our topic of discussion today is prospects of MSMEs in India. And to throw light on this topic, we have Mrs. Maya Pandey with us. Mrs. Maya Pandey is a perfect blend of corporate and academics, and she has over 30 years of experience in corporate and is currently a research scholar and faculty in Birla Institute of Management and Technology in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, India. She has vast years of experience both in corporates and teaching also. So we will start the discussion now. Welcome, ma'am.
Good morning and thank you, Reshu.
Please elucidate on the current scenario of MSMEs in India.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Reshu. And I'll try and throw light as much as possible because MSME again is a very widely researched and discussed topic. MSME stands for micro, small and medium enterprises. Earlier, there were two ministries. One was agro and one was small scale industries, which have been merged. And now this ministry of MSME was formed in 2007. And the new regulations by the government in setting the investment and turnover criteria has changed from July 2020. So, an equipment more than 1 crore, and the annual turnover enterprise is not more than 5 crores. This is micro enterprise. A small enterprise will be the one which has investment in plant, machinery and equipment not more than 10 crores, and the annual turnover of the enterprise is not more than 50 crores. The third one is medium enterprise. The medium enterprise will be the one which has got investment in plant, machinery and equipment up not more than 50 crores, and the annual turnover of the unit is not more than 250 crores. So this is the broad criteria under which micro, small and medium enterprises are grouped by the government. This has been done to bring more units under this ministry and help them in whatever government schemes are there for the enterprises. If I may continue, MSME is one of the biggest contributor to employment in India. I think more than 11.1 crore people are employed under MSME units. And this is a very big number if we compare it with the world over. And MSME is the sector which is directly or indirectly contributing by giving the materials, the products to the bigger units, the bigger industry. Since the investment is low, the capital requirement is low, it is deemed as one of the best sector for contributing to the economic growth also. As per some latest statistics, the MSME is contributing up to 39% to our GDP, which is again remarkable. Employment is highest and contribution is remarkable. And the government is also trying to give so many incentives and reduce the hurdles which entrepreneurs are facing, making the ease of doing business better and better. And that is why India's rank in the world, which was earlier 100, has come down to 63. I mean, efforts of the government had brought this ranking of India as far as ease of doing business is concerned. Of course, lots need to be done, but slow and steady, whatever best one can do and get managed, that is it.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, comparing India with the outside world, what are the opportunities in this sector?
Reshu, I tell you, India is a very dynamic country. As you are aware that we have got more of younger population, but at the same time, the challenges which we face are diversity, the regional differences, the resources are not uniformly distributed. There are many challenges. I mean, we have a federal structure, we have democracy, we have regional variations, we have cultural variations. Despite all this, I mean, if we compare ourselves to the world, then our MSME sector is one of the most robust. And it is not only helping India in creation of wealth, creation of jobs, giving employment, contributing to the GDP. And as I mentioned, government has launched many schemes as far as loans are concerned without any collateral, or technical know-how is given, training is given. Eligibility criteria are different. And the unfortunate part is that many of the entrepreneurs from the rural background are not aware of the scheme so that they can benefit from this. Of course, awareness campaigns have been started. I mean, it's only the educated youth. I mean, you'll hear entrepreneurs from IITs, IIMs doing very well. But as far as the regional entrepreneurs are concerned, or regional micro enterprises are concerned, they really need to do a lot of catching up with the government schemes, because there are n number of government schemes. I was just going through the documents, but the schemes are so many as far as loans are concerned, technology training is concerned, other help is concerned. Awareness really needs to reach to the grassroots. But I mean, coming back to your question, we are doing very well. And with the efforts of the entrepreneurs, with the efforts of the government, in the triple P model, that is private-public partnerships, we are doing very well. That's why I mentioned that our ease of doing business ranking has gone up, and will further improve as we go forward.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, what are the problems faced by the entrepreneurs in this sector, and what is the government doing for them?
The main problem with any entrepreneur ratio is capital. You know, whenever there is an idea which they really want to fructify, the major hurdle is capital. Though the government is gearing up, the banks are gearing up, giving them loans, but on ground, if you go and see, the banks ask for too many documentation, too many documents, number one. So, you know, a person who wants to really do business is for him or her, it is difficult to run around with the complete documents asked by the banks. Then practically, I have seen that so many entrepreneurs struggle because banks ask, what have you done? What is your profit in the last 3 years? If an entrepreneur has to do business, showing profit and then getting a loan is a challenge. So government is coming up with schemes where collaterals are not being asked. But if an entrepreneur is asked to show profit and then get the loan, that is one of the major hurdles. Documentation is the second hurdle. Third is the availability of skilled people. What happens is, say, for example, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation. If I'm an entrepreneur and I want to start a unit, I need skilled people for that particular enterprise. Now, skilling, of course, again, government is doing its level best through National Skill Development Corporation. It is skilling people in various sectors, be it hospitality, tourism, education, agriculture, handicrafts, XYZ. But for an entrepreneur, it is a very, very big challenge getting skilled people on board, because the very highly educated or the real skilled people ask for too much of salary, because they have also invested in education. So they want hefty salaries, which is very difficult for an entrepreneur to give in the initial years when the unit has just started. So these are some of very few practical problems. but there are many others. One is, not having your own place, and high rentals is again a major issue for an entrepreneur, because not everybody can start from a garage or a home room. They need some space. So rentals are high, loan interest rates are high. They can't show the profits initially. Documentation very lengthy. A difficulty in getting skilled labor or skilled manpower. These are few challenges. I mean, that's why you see many entrepreneurs fail in the initial years. I mean, there's again a research and a data which says out of five entrepreneurs or five units which have begun, three fail, and it is only two which go ahead, and initial failures within 3 years to 5 years is the maximum. So those who have got some money from here and there, family, friends, and they are putting in a lot of efforts, and then only can they continue. But then sustaining for 3 to 5 years is a very big challenge for MSME units, especially micro and small units.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the information. Ma'am, how do you see MSMEs in India in the future?
Rishu, the latest statistics show that currently in India, there are more than 7.9 million MSME units operating. These are operational and they have been registered with the government portal. And they are contributing to the GDP. They are employing 11.1 crore people, as I mentioned. So the government on its part has increased the budget allocation for MSME. Earlier, it was half of what in 2022 has been earmarked. And this figure is today standing at 15,700 crores for the year 2022. So if budget allocation increases, that means there will be liquidity. They will get capital easily, which translates into getting loans from the bank, which, as I mentioned, is the biggest challenge for the MSME, getting capital. So if the budget allocation is there, I'm sure with proper documentation and when the screening of the proposals is done, more of capital will be given to the MSME so that they can make their ideas turn into profitable organizations. And since the number of MSME year-on-year basis increasing at a very rapid rate and ease of business is becoming better and better, I'm sure more units will come up who will employ more people, because government can't give employment to all the youth who are passing out. It is MSME which will be employing these skilled and highly educated people, and it will be contributing to the bigger industries in a very big way. Now, one, government has increased the budget allocation. Apart from this, the training centers have gone up for individual sectors. Then, because technology is changing rapidly, even technology advancement as far as equipment is concerned, training is concerned, government is doing its effort. And entrepreneurs themselves are also investing in all these technology-related softwares, and they are coming up with new softwares also. So the future looks extremely bright. You know, today, if you take interviews of MBA students, as I am from Birla Institute, you will find that majority of the students somewhere down the line want to have their own business, which is quite encouraging. You know, they just want to get experience of maybe 3 to 5 years in a corporate. But at the end of the day, they all, majority of them, not all, majority of them want to do a business and own their own units, which is so encouraging. I mean, and I'm sure with number of units increasing year-on-year basis, and I'm sure government, I mean, obviously has doubled the allocation. Going forward, will again increase it further. Now, if you see a very good example of MSME unit is Khadi.
Yes, ma'am.
Khadi is one such unit which has got sustainable growth, lakhs and lakhs of people employed, and then it is so much related to our grassroots. I mean, Khadi, you know very well, Gandhiji's chakra and Khadi spinning have brought India so much of this, and Khadi has become popular world over. It's exporting in a big way. And another example is Coir, the jute-made products, which is again doing very well. I mean, n number of examples are there who are doing so well and are adding to sustainable growth also. So future looks extremely bright. And even the educational institutions like Birla, like there are many other management institutions who are investing in the education of students, those who want to get into entrepreneurship, so that their ideas can be turned into profitable units going forward. They themselves become entrepreneurs and good leaders.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for all the knowledge and information shared by you. And I hope the information shared by you will be beneficial for the academicians, practitioners, and research scholars. Thank you so much.
Rishu, I'll just add one more point here. You know, since I come from the insurance background, even the insurance companies are gearing up to bring a comprehensive product for MSME units, you know, so they don't have to run around for taking fire policy, for a marine policy, for employees benefit policy. All of them clubbed together, one policy can be taken. So this is risk management or transfer of risk. So MSME can avail the benefits of the insurance also, because the challenges as far as floods are concerned, strikes are concerned, rioting is concerned, fire, these are unforeseen events, but then they can be covered through insurance policies. So this is another benefit which MSME can avail.
That's a very good point added by you, ma'am. I hope it will be beneficial for the students in enhancing their knowledge. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Reshu.